Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. We're talking about the GAC meta. When do I ever stop talking about it? But it's a complex thing, and I want to talk about things that I feel like I need to upgrade, because I am typically, I'm floating around in the top 300-ish most of the time, and my opponents are all really good, and a lot of times I'm also facing opponents who have way bigger accounts than me. And so how can I kind of keep up with the meta, trying to beat some of these guys when I don't have the right tools available, frankly. I mean, if everyone I'm facing has Relic 7 on everything, then suddenly Relic 5, especially Relic 3, starts to feel a little bit worse. And so even though I have a GP of 9 million, most of the time I'll be in a group where I am by far the smallest GP, right? Like the current group that I'm in at the start of the film, or as of this recording, is I'm in a group where everyone is 800 million more, no, 800,000 more GP than me. They have way more relics and just way more stuff. And so how can I keep up with that? So I wanted to show you guys just kind of the things I'm thinking about. Now, of course, the blind spot that this video is going to suffer from is I'm not going to be able to talk about, I'm not going to talk about the things that I already have done, like the things that are finished and, I don't need anymore, or at least I don't feel like I need anymore. They're not going to enter this list. So if you want the full picture, of course, just watch my GAC recaps and stuff. I mean, this is such a complicated thing. We're going to keep talking about it for a long time. But without further ado, folks, why don't we just jump in? Well, actually, real quick, just want to remind you guys, hit that sub button if you haven't already yet, or leave a like, leave a comment, something that'll help mount the algorithm. Really appreciate you guys. That being said, for real, let's go. So we've got this Treya squad first, and I don't know, we could probably add like Barris to the list or something like that, but the thing is, this squad is something that I could use more relics on. I just got Scion up to 7. These guys need to get to 6 next, and then we're going to try jumping all of them up to 8 on Scion and then 7 on Treya and Nihilus, just because then I can start countering Iden teams if I need to. Right now they just get blown away completely, which is crazy. Even with good mods, these guys need to be more relic heavy anyways, because then I can start using them to become more versatile. You can start beating like Lord Vader teams, and or maybe not beating Lord Vader teams, but at least killing all of the adds with them. Like you can take out dash teams. They can do that right now, actually, is take out the dash teams. Though the more relics we put on them, the more likely they are to all survive, especially when someone puts a really strong Lando in there that can one-shot characters. So, a lot of work to do on this squad. Even still, you need more relic levels on them. Sith Empire Trooper is one, guys, that he really, really loves the idea of being Relic 9. I don't know if I can. My current opponent actually has Relic 9 Sith Empire Trooper, but he didn't really use him to full effect. Thing is, at 9, he becomes, right now you can see from 7 to 8. Once you get to 8, you get to 9, and obviously 8 and then 9. That's numbers. That's counting, guys. Get over it. But he gets the Relic 9 tank boost, right? So he becomes incredibly tanky, and even at Relic 7 and 8, sometimes people's Imperial Troopers can really struggle against this guy, trying to take him out, because Troopers don't really have a good way to dispel his taunt, and so they're trying to remove him, but it's very difficult to remove a guy with as much defense as he has, and especially if he has a ton of hit points and protection. He's just an immovable object, and at Relic 9, I don't know how many people are going to trust their Imperial Troopers to take him out. Maybe some people. I don't think I would. I think I'd have a tough time using my Imperial Troopers against Relic 9 Sith Empire Trooper, and because even 8, Relic 8 gets sketchy. Alright, this next one is, this one is tricky for me as well, guys. Oh, I think we have to push the edit button, don't we? So this one is a weird hodgepodge of things. This isn't a full representation of every single thing here. Like, this isn't like a squad, but these are all pilots that I need to put more relic levels on, which stinks on a lot of levels. Like, I want mods for ships, guys, so that I don't have to put a ton of relic levels on characters that I don't want more relic levels on. Like General Kenobi, I mean, sure, he's a tank, he's relic 9, sure, he can be more tanky, but he doesn't really, even with all those extra numbers, I've killed a bunch of relic 9 Kenobis at this point. You don't notice a difference between him at 8 and 9. You don't need him at 9, but a lot of people are doing it because it makes Negotiator faster, and therefore you can counter more things, and more ships fail to counter it because it goes before them. Similarly, 5s is just right there, like it increases his speed. All of them need their speed increased. Biston and Scarif Rebel Pathfinder are only relic 5 right now. They need to be up to like 7 or something crazy. Cad Bane is relic 7. He needs to be 8 just because it makes him more resilient. The arms race for ships, guys, is real. The Kylo Ren unmasked, I just got him to relic 8, and now if someone has a relic 9 5s, then it really makes me sad. So ships, very important stuff. The never-ending grind of Lord Vader and his comps. He really wants all the mastery he can get, and so Royal Guard, so he's relic 9. Royal Guard wants to be relic 9 as well, as soon as possible. I mean, look at this. Look at these stat gains that he gets, guys. This is crazy. I mean, you guys have seen it before, but, you know, the mastery is nice because Lord Vader gets a bunch of it and everything. But then, in addition to that, I mean, the Royal Guard, not only does he get this boost, he also, remember, turns his health into double, and then he turns that double into protection from Lord Vader. And so, you know, this is plus 13k health right around. So he's getting plus 23k health because of his unique. And then the protection is also really nice. Another pretty smooth 20k that also turns into health, and then he also gets more armor. He becomes, I mean, he's already a tank, he's already tanky AF, guys, at relic 8, but at 9 he gets really crazy. And of course Lord Vader wants everyone to have lots of mastery, because whenever he pops his ult, you guys can go read it for yourself, but he gets a bunch of mastery, and the mastery is more and more, obviously, the higher relic levels you get. So, for instance, Thrawn feels nice at 6. Like, he feels content. He can survive for a long time. But this is the first step, though, from 6 to 7, that you actually get a mastery increase of more than just plus 5. You get plus 10 here, and then if you go up to 8, he gets a plus 15, and Lord Vader gets all of that mastery. He really benefits from high relic levels, guys. High relic levels. Not just like, oh, relic 5 is enough, relic 6. Like 7 is probably the baseline that you need for Lord Vader, or even 8 on a lot of them. Like, this team, relic 8 is very important, and I know that that's expensive for some of you, but this is just a snapshot of what I'm trying to figure out, you know. I'm not trying to, like, hey guys, do it with me or something. Okay, so Jawas are another one. Like, they can counter a lot of things. They're really helpful, but they need to be like relic 5 universally. Like, they all need to be 5. Maybe like Jawa can be left alone a little bit, because you can put other characters with them to babysit them, like Barriss or something like that. But otherwise, yeah, this team really needs high relics, but then they can start countering some crazy teams like Mon Mothma, etc. And you know, otherwise, I tried to use them the other day, and Jawa Scavenger just got completely destroyed in the first barrage from Mon Mothma. But even in that, like, I was still able to take out most of the protection on most of the Mon Mothma team from those thermals, just from them hitting him one time and evaporating him. If he can get to relic 5 and survive to be significantly stronger and more resilient, then, I mean, this isn't a good amount of health and protection. He needs to be way more than this, but he needs to be relicked in order for that to happen. So yeah, that needs to happen. Okay, so we have this Mon Mothma team, and I mean, I talked about this in a previous video that I made, but Mon Mothma team really needs more relics. I just finally put a 4th relic level on Hoth Rebel Scout. Here's the thing, guys, because the whole team benefits every time someone else gets a boost. So all Rebel Fighters allies, so her and all Rebel Fighter allies gain 8% of all of their combined max health, max protection, offense, defense, blah, blah, blah. All of this stuff, they gain all of this, they gain a really nice amount of a lot of stats. I can't talk, but I mean the stat increases just get bigger and bigger the more that's kind of what she said, but the more you increase the mastery level. So we go to 5 to 6. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I guess from 5 to 6 is the first jump of plus 10, but you want, anyways, that's neither here nor there on this specific one, but they combine all of these different stats together, and the health sharing and the protection sharing is just really nice. It gets to the point where the team can't be killed unless you have a specific counter available, and even then it becomes extremely difficult to remove. At Relic 5 everywhere, it's okay. Relic 6 would be significantly better. Relic 7, obviously, and a full Relic 8 team is very difficult to remove, and they hit like trucks. So just very interesting stuff there, guys. Oh yeah, so that's where Barris is. So the whole team here, this isn't a full team. This is just all of my support characters, guys. All the ones that facilitate things. Like Baze needs to be upgraded just so that he can disrupt bounty hunter teams. We can use like Visas Mar. She's Relic 5, but she's with the Starkiller team. She doesn't want to die. A lot of times people will target her because she revives early. Barris really wants that extra health from all of her relic levels, because she is, you don't want her to die. You don't want her to randomly get one shot. So, I have her at like 110k health right now. She needs to be, ideally, she would be right around 150k health. At 150k health, she just won't die unless you put healing immunity on, and then even then, she's got her unique that gives her a bunch of turn meter if she doesn't. If someone gets debuffed or hurt or whatever. So, she's also quite good. Armor, I only have her at Relic 2. She really needs way more relics because she got one shot by Kiedi Mundi the other day, which I needed to not happen. Kira's at Relic 3, but she could really benefit from it as well, just because I use that dash team so often, and I'd rather her not just fold and die really fast. All right, my troopers are, I guess, my last one, and this is all things that I guess you guys should realize as well, just in terms of I need mods as well. Like, mods are pervasive on everything. I need to work on my mods more and more and more. And this is so that should be like its own group. But I guess let's look at the troopers. So here's the thing, guys. I only have for my Imperial Troopers, I just don't have enough relic levels on them. I'm trying to counter these things, and so I have 2 Imperial Troopers teams now, of course, the Iden Versio team. The Iden Versio team is actually, she's Relic 5, and then Death Trooper is 4, and then we have 5 on Magma Trooper, and then 4 on the Snow Trooper. My Iden team is actually okay relic, 7 on Stormtrooper, but then my Piet team with Veers and stuff, so Piet and Dark, they both need to be, Relic 9 for Piet because of Executor, because of the ship's ridiculous meta, and then Dark Trooper, of course, at Relic 8 because he punches things in the face real good. But then the support cast is just not doing that much. So we have Veers at 3, he's not going to hit that hard. He's a facilitator. Stark, facilitator as well. And Range Trooper at 3 is also a facilitator. But just think if they were Relic 7 each. They'd be doing a substantial amount of extra damage in addition to whatever Dark Trooper's punches to the face bring. So instead of just relying on Dark Trooper, it would be really nice to have more relic levels. Relic 3 just doesn't seem, even though they're not getting punched that often back because of the nature of Imperial Troopers, it just seems like they could counter more if I had more relic levels on them. So, as a team I use all the time, why shouldn't I get them up to Relic 5? The answer, of course, is that signal data is very limited, and I spend money on this account. I can't believe how far ahead some of these accounts are from me. I mean, you face people who have full Relic 7, like their entire roster is Relic 7 or higher. It's you know, it's very impressive, and I'm not complaining. It's just these things, I need to keep upping my game, and these are all ways that I could potentially do that. So let me know, guys, what things are you thinking of? What do you need to upgrade to be able to stay relevant? I'm probably going to do one of these for my alt as well, for Professor X. Let me know what you guys think of that, guys. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xeris prevails.